It should be. I sent it to your T9 account for University of Chicago. Okay, well, send me your Gmail account. I'll send it to your Gmail. Send it through chat. Cool. Let's see how now. Now I gotta figure out how to invite people. Oh, here you go. All right. There you go. Invite. Okay. Did you get it? It doesn't? Hmm. We'll try it again. No, gmail.com. Let me send it again. I sent it. Let's see. Yep. Huh. Okay. Let's do partition. Let's do showcase. Cameraman. Broadcast. Yeah, let me send that to you. Copy. Oops. That's not what I meant. Wait, yeah, that's what yeah, that's it. Okay. So you're in here now, right?
Yeah, let me close this other one.
Okay.
All right, I'm there.
Okay. Cool. So now I guess I'm going to. Is it already recording?
Yeah, it says live.
Yeah, but does it records it then as a YouTube video?
Yeah. I think when you're done, it saves on YouTube.
Okay, that makes sense. So what I will do is I will share my screen with you. I think it's hold on. No, not that one. This one. So you can see this?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the migration settings because we excluded a lot of the content types. And so in order to get those back, I have to like start a new one.
Okay.
So I'm going to remove the settings. So I'll go here. Actually, let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
So you go here, and then you go to migrate, and then the migration will be here. If you go to content, migrate, and then if you go to content, migrate, it'll be there. And I'm gonna remove all the settings. That didn't seem to work. That's because I didn't check anything. I'm gonna go migrate this. I move that. Good. Now, let me close some of these windows real quick. I'm gonna go to in Acquia, the database credentials you can get them directly from the little control panel.
Okay.
So, and since we're in dev, so I basically just grab these guys. Let's see. Let's do that real quick. So I have them. Then, so now I have those. Now I'm gonna do import from Drupal. The database name I have username, password. Oops. And there's no port or anything like that. So you go next, and then it shows you everything that's in. Oh, you know what? I screwed that up.
Oh.
Sorry about that. I'm importing from myself. That's stupid. That's stupid. So let me just go back to this. And actually what we really want to hook up to the production database. That's what I think we really want to do.
Yeah.
And so we really want to go to the prod environment. And in the prod environment, that's weird. So database. Okay. In the prod environment, that makes no sense. Database name is UC Graham. Username, password, and database host is really localhost. Really, okay. Next. What? Huh. Okay.
Did you enter a password?
Yeah, I did. Let me look at this again. Some doesn't seem right because usually in dev it usually doesn't use localhost. So let me do this again.
Okay.
Something is fishy to me. So it should actually be like it should point to. I feel like it should be pointing to an actual host here, and not. Let me see. What does this look like? Yeah, like these should be different. Shit. Okay. Let me try that. So UC Graham. Password. Maybe the password is not right. Let's do that. Next. SS9 for user. Huh. Unless it wants me to, let me try to pass it the SSH host. Which, I don't think that's right, but we'll see. Huh. Seagram. Prod. Huh. That's interesting. Hmm. Oh, I get it. I get it. Okay. So did I miss something? Oh, you know what? We connected to the dev database, so we're on the same. We have to be on the same environment. So yeah, let's do it from here.
Okay.
I get it. I get it. I know what's going on. So basically, I'd have to, like, we can't jump from like server to server doing this. So we have to stay in the dev environment, but that's fine. I mean, at some point, I'll just grab all the content from production,
Mm-hmm.
although it might screw you up. I don't know how that will work. Whatever. So I'm grabbing stuff in the dev database. Oh, I know another thing we can do that we did for something else. What we could do at some point is create another database in the dev environment and just pull content, like do a dump of production and just create a database, because we can create as many databases as we want, and then we can.
Okay, so like it'll have its own like a secondary production
Yeah,
database that we can pull from.
exactly. And we'll pull it over to dev, and
Gotcha.
then we can, like, whenever you want to do like any kind of migration, you can just pull that content.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that now?
Sure.
I don't want to waste your time, but I mean, it might be worth it.
Yeah, then we don't have to temper with the live site.
Yeah. So, and then this way you'll see how you can do it yourself. So what we can do is we can go to sites, and go to databases. Databases. How do we make new databases? Adding a new database. Databases. Oh, stare me right in the face. Okay. So if you go to databases, so now we see there's a production copy in dev stage and prod. And then what I'll do here is I'll go to UC Graham. I will, I'm gonna back that up. This will create a backup on the production environment. So I believe from there I can just let's do that. Can you see my terminal?
Can I see what?
Can you see my terminal now? Do you see
No.
this? Do you see it now?
No.
Oh,
You might have to share the entire screen to.
yeah. I'll share. Let me stop. So you see this?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to. Actually, I want to do prod. And I think prod is. Sorry, man. I'm. Shit. Prod is. Okay, so now I'm in prod, and I should see. I do not see the database backup, so I'm wondering where it put it. Let's see. www. Let's see. Instagram. Oh, duh. Okay. Oh, here it is. So this is the backup we just made,
Okay.
and I found it under here.
Sites backups.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm going to download this. Now, this is probably an easy way to do this. This is just the way I do it.
Yeah.
So I open it. I'm sorry. Then I'll go to my downloads folder. And this is what we just made. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to copy it. Let's see. And then I'm going to put it in. I'm actually going to put it in. Let's do. Let's type UC. Div. Group sites in school. I'm going to put it in there. And then when I get out of that, users 22. Let's desktop. Instagram, the group sites. Brand. I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to do. This guy. Okay. Okay. So this is copying. I'm copying that back up to the dev environment.
Okay. Now, when you say to the dev environment, it's not just the environment, not the dev site, right?
No, not the dev site, but this will like copy it to the file system, to the users, like to the users. I'm sorry, man. I'm having so many brain farts this morning. But basically, in the Linux, like in the Linux users directory, whenever you shell into that account, you default to that directory. So like when you go in, like anything you put up there will automatically go in that directory.
Okay.
So when we're moving, like when I'm moving stuff around, I'll just put it there, and then if I have to move it to one of the Gram sites, I can just grab it from there. And I'll show you that right now.
Okay.
So now I'm going to go into, actually I want to go into dev. I should have all this stuff aliased, I know, but I don't. So that's that. So So now I'm in a dev environment, and it should. There's the backup we just made, that we just moved in. So now there's a command you can run that will import it automatically into that database. And I just need to find it real quick. And I'll send it to you. This guy. I think I have an example. But what I'm going to do is, so I'm just going to Actually, I'm just going to edit this real quick and make sure we get the right site because I don't
Okay.
want to screw up the wrong. So that's databases. Well, the good news is if we screw anything up, we can't really, it won't even let us hit the production database.
Okay.
So I just have to get the database name, copy. I should have put Graham in the name, probably, but it doesn't matter. Let's do this. Not force. Then so I'm going to copy that command, and then I'm going to go into the dev site. Now, HTML.dev root sites Graham. And actually, I want to make sure that it can't do anything. So I'm just going to get rid of paste. Yes. Okay. And then I'm going to do this. That, and that just, you know, this just says to go to that home directory. So it says look in the home directory, and then I'm going to tell it what file to look for. And it's going to look for this file.
Okay.
And then it's going to do, it's going to hit the database we have that's called production copy. And this command, and actually, okay, anyway, I was going to try to send that to you, but I'll send it to you. But you'll have it anyway. So I'm going to run this. What? Database at, oh. Huh. Password reset. One second. So it's complaining saying it was just file directory.
All right.
So let's see. What database? Import SQL. And that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to So let me check this out for a second. This is my UC Graham dev. Address DB import. CDB production. DB import. I'm going to try this real quick.
Sure.
We'll just get rid of Graham school. Production copy. It's not fun. Dev. Production copy. So, Graham, Instagram dev, production copy. TB equals production copy. Let me make sure I got the right database name. It's been turned into a dev. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. No, that doesn't make sense. Production copy. So let me try.
So we getting the directory wrong?
No, it's looking in the environment, and it's looking in UCgram dev, but let me look at my notes again.
Cool.
Yes, database. Huh. Yeah. Okay, let me try something real quick.
Sure.
Okay, so we did those for databases. Um, oh, I know what we need to do. I know the easier way to do this. Okay. Um, oh, uh, business. Huh. I should be able to import that into. So, you can't do a TV. Fuck. Hmm. Yeah, I gotta do this shit. So we create a backup. If I go to server, no, actually, I wanna go to brand. I wanna go to databases. I wanna take production, copy, configure. I wanna do. I don't wanna back it up. So if I back up, so if I go here, yeah. I did a dump already. Actually, let me see if there's a way to copy. I'm sorry, man.
No problem.
Copy. And so let's do. Yeah, but I need to. Shit. No, I can dump shit in there. Yeah, so let's do this guy. SSH host name. User password. Key. Password report. No leader alone. User copy. Steamboat. Let's see. This guy do that. This connection. Let's see. Just username. Let's see. Report. Oh, duh. CV. Close. Cancel. Let's do it again. Which username? Don't need that guy. Need that guy. Yes, to invite. Please check. Okay. Username. Staging. Yeah. Yeah. See. Let's do test connection. Cancel. Okay. Host name. Username. Port. My SQL server. I'm gonna give it that. Let's see what happens. Huh. Bastard. Okay. Well, that's not working. Huh. Well, so basically, we need. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Let me just see. So what do we got? We got. Let's see. So you got Graham. Yeah, Graham. I want to move that over here, but then you lose all of your stuff. We don't want to do that. And this has. And there's no way to like. See, no. I don't want to do that. Damn it. I know there's a way to do this, but you can't. You can't import. AHT import. So AHT. So do HTTP. Oops. Connect to this input database from the command line to your Acquia cloud service. It says you just cited a native import path to your file. But I did cite environment was the name of your website. Environment is the environment in which you're importing your database. It's something like your dev, test, prod. You're putting it to staging environment with an example. Example, state of a website named example. Maybe import a decimal file. I presume you are installing. For example, site equal example, environment equals test. This means we have installed the. So if I do site equals environment equals dev. So let me do this real quick. So let's do This is a good example. Site. What the fuck is the name of this site? It's UC Green. Site equals UC Green. Environment equals dev. There we go. Okay.
What's it doing now?
It's basically taking that dump file that we had
Yeah.
from the production site, and it should be it should be let me make sure it's not screwing up the Gram dev site. I might have just screwed that up. No, I didn't screw it up. So it's taking that it's basically taking that dump file from production, and it's putting it in that production copy database.
Okay. How long did it take you to learn all this?
You saw how long that took me. You know what? It's like everything else, man. Like you were saying, you learn how to dump the XML and then get the HTML.
Yeah.
It's like stuff comes up and you go, you know.
How can I do this?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
But this way, and I didn't know, I need to make sure I get a copy of this and figure out. Actually, I'm just going to make a note to myself. Let's do site equals site name environment equals force copy of force DB file. I'm gonna do that. So I just want to make sure I have mark notes somewhere. Put this down here. Insert page break. Let's see. Okay. All right. So that was a lot of content, I guess.
Yeah.
And let's see. We should be able to see. I think it's working. Because is there a way to? Well, we'll know like if we download it. I'll be right back. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Sorry this is taking so long.
No problem.
Okay. And it's still going because there's a lot of data.
Yeah.
So what did I do? Just use the import production copy. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to back that up. And then if I go to backups, and I'm going to download this guy. Okay, it was 35 megs. I just wanted to see if there was some stuff in there.
No, that's 350 megs.
Does that say 350?
I think so.
Holy cow. Really? 35?
Okay, never mind.
So
That's cool.
now, okay, so that was a long way to go. But now what we can do is we can go into the, now we can go into migrate.
Yeah.
And then we can connect to that backup database.
Tommy, you want to click on contents? You just want to make sure that the stuff I pushed earlier came through.
Okay. Okay, let me click content. So fortunately, what the hell? You see this?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Let me push again. Because when I pushed it before, it never seemed to finish.
Okay. And you pushed everything, like the database, the table.
Yeah, so I pushed code, files, and database. So yeah, I'm pushing again.
Okay.
I'm currently pushing, so you probably get errors.
Okay. I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Gotcha. No problem.
Huh. Is it still going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's do. Okay. Let's do migrate. Let's do that guy. More settings. And then import from Drupal databases. So I'm going to grab these credentials. Okay. And then, okay. You can still see the screen.
Yeah.
So hopefully this should, so the database name, username, database password. Let's do 27 options. Okay. So that worked. Let me see. Yeah, that worked. Okay. So we don't care about any of these roles, right?
Let me see. No.
Okay. And then how about the taxonomy terms? You want to import any of those?
No, they're gonna change those anyway.
Okay. But so far, this makes sense, right? You know what I mean? You see what we did so far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This you usually use if you're doing like a file migration. Like
Okay.
if you do this, if you put something like this there, it'll know where to go to look for the files. But since we're not doing it, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And now, content types. So
News.
we just want news. So I'm gonna do not import. We want these though. And it goes to news article.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, and now just do. Okay. Huh. Picture of note article. Did I say that? I said news article, right?
Yeah, it's a news article.
It didn't ask. I think it got note article instead. Sorry about that. Damn it. Fucker. Bastard. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Oops. Database name. And you can see this. I copied all this from Acquia. Like I got it from that database page. And you just click here, and it'll give you the credentials.
Gotcha.
Let's do password. Okay, about that. Do not import. Do not import. And so I said news article, right?
Mm-hmm.
News article. Whatever. For some reason, it's saying note article. So then what we're going to do, you just go in. You can here, if you're doing the user, we're going to do the user migration too, right?
No, because we've already migrated the users.
Yeah, but this will actually, well, yeah. We'll see how that works. But it's going to try to, it'll want to map the author UID to a user ID.
Oh.
And we can tell it where to look.
Can you map them all to admin?
Yeah, what's the admin UID? Do you know? I can find it out.
That's probably one.
Yeah, we can make it all one.
Yeah, that's user number one.
Use number one. So yeah, so we'll leave that blank and just put the default value as 1.
Yeah.
Let's see. Language, body. So some of this stuff you see, it like automatically mapped it for you.
Gotcha.
Like here, this, like here you can put stuff like, filtered HTML. Like if you want to override this, anytime you want to override something like the text formatting, like if you want to override this, you could just leave it blank and then just put some default value right there. But for now, we can just leave it map, right?
Yeah.
Feature image. Should that be image?
See, I don't know. They have 2 images. Let's make it image for now.
Okay. Image.
If they decided something else, is it possible to just edit this import?
Yeah, you can edit. So part of the deal with this is if you are going to map an image, we have to figure out a way to get that image over. So right now,
like the physical file.
Yeah, and so you can do that using a file migration.
Gotcha.
And we can literally just point it to the production site. But right now, like if you go over here, it'll ask you where to look for the file, which migration.
Yeah.
And right now we have this available. We haven't configured it yet, but you can map it. Right now I'm just going to map it to this. And then I think what you pass it is, I'm going to do that. File ID. This asks how you want to migrate it. You can either pass it like an ID from the file migration, or you could pass it this, you could do the file URI, then you'd have to do all that stuff.
Gotcha.
But we're not doing that. And then it says, this one asks whether or not you want to like keep the files when you roll stuff back. And I'm going to say preserve it. So like if you roll if you roll one of these things back, it won't delete the file.
Gotcha. Okay.
This stuff I've left blank because since we're using this class, we don't need to do the destination directory and all that. This stuff, and I think these are all subfields of this field. And so I'm going to leave those blank. This is a field, and we were going to show on home page. So it goes, I'm going to map these together, right?
Yes. Yes.
So here's another thing, the term reference, the subject.
Yeah, leave the term references out.
Okay, leave those out.
Yeah.
Program reference.
No. So any term reference.
Leave it out.
Yeah, leave it out.
Awesome. And then, so we can double check this. I think this is right. If it's not right, user here basically it says dependencies. So if you try to run it without running the user migration first, it'll complain.
Okay.
We can get rid of it or we can keep it. It's up to you.
Let's keep it.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to set up the user migration again. Although it should be, I think most of the time there's not a lot that, let me see. Yeah, so all this stuff is set up.
Cool.
It's looking for the roles. and it's looking for this picture. But if it's not there, but we didn't worry about that before, I don't think. So now we have we can do this. You can limit it. You want to run this and just try to, there's 88. We can do all of them.
Yeah.
You want to do this and users?
Sure.
I think it'll.
Now, if they're already existing users, it'll just update it, right?
Yeah, or ignore them.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. And then roll. User file. Okay. Oof. So it's complaining about the files associated with the article.
Okay.
So I'm going to import the roles. So what can we do about this? So it says, so the featured image. Let's see.
You know what? I think I have an idea on how to get the images over.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we could run the file migration, to be honest.
No, I have there's a module called the file sources module. And it gives you you know how like loading an image usually have to use the upload. Well, this one gives you a few other options. It gives you an option to paste from clipboard.
Yeah.
It gives you also an option to use a URL for an image. And so if I set the image field to accept URLs, then I can use the feeds module to import URLs for different articles.
Okay.
And that way it'll just create the images via the server and load them on this one.
So you want to just ignore that field?
Yeah, ignore it for now.
Okay. So here, what we'll do is, so what should I not map it at all, or?
Yeah, don't map that one at all.
So just say, actually, I'll map it, but then I won't, like the information will be there.
Okay.
So now that dependency is gone. So let's try. This will probably take a couple of minutes.
Okay.
How's everything going?
Pretty good today. Just once I get this data thing sorted out, yeah, I'll be at full speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is all the stuff. These are all the pages. All right. Is that our?
Are you supposed to be looking at the news one?
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, you can filter it by news.
Yeah. But user no low. looks like they're all there. So the articles are there. But the image is missing.
Yeah.
And that's fine, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool. I'm just wondering what it did for the users, if it created duplicates. It did not. I don't think. Right? Okay. Cool. I don't think that's anything to be concerned about, but I'll take a look.
Okay.
All this stuff.
Cool.
So is that cool?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, that was a long slog.
No problem.
So now we want to okay. So then you should have. Oops, you don't need to see that. So that's everything, I think, right?
Yeah.
And now you just need to pull the database back down.
Gotcha.
Cool, man.
All right. Thanks, Tommy.
Yep. You need anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
So this error that we're seeing right now,
Yeah.
Because I was. Oh, hold on a second. Let me check something because I want to make sure that the users are still have their profiles,
Mm-hmm.
their student profile.
Okay. taking a look?
Yeah, I'm taking a look. Um, let's leave it like that for now.
Is there anything wrong?
Well, I can't tell whether the students, because I remember we didn't import anything last time we imported the users. We didn't bring in the profile 2 stuff. So I brought that in separately.
Okay.
And I just wanted to make sure that it was still in there, that we didn't somehow delete it or anything. But the stuff for admin is still in there, so I figured everything should be fine.
Can you look here? You see this? Is this what you're talking about?
Oh, yeah. Cool. It's in there.
You want to?
Yeah, we're good then.
Cool.
Yeah, we're good.
Cool.
All right, thanks, Tommy.
Yep.
All right. Well, enjoy the rest of the day.
Thanks, man.
No problem. Hey, can you when you're done, can you give me like the YouTube link that is generated for this Hangout?
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to do. As soon as I figure out how to do it, I'll send it to you.
All right. But I think it should be on like your YouTube page.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, man.
All right. Bye-bye.
Peace.